Okay. Hare Krishna. So today we are going to read from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, which is the translation knowledge. And today's verse, very famous verse, one of my favorite verse, is the number 11, 4.11. And so everybody can repeat after me. Ye yathamam prapadante
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
tamsat tatheva bhajamyaham
तन्सत् तथैव भजाम्यहम्
mam vartamanu vartantante
मां वर्तमानो वर्तन्ते
मनुष्य पार्था सर्वशः
मनुष्य पार्था सर्वसाः
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
तं तथैवं भजाम्यहम्
तंस्तथैव भजाम्यहम्
मम वर्तमानो वर्तन्ते
मम वर्तमानो वर्तन्ते
मनुष्य पार्थ सर्वशः
मनुष्य पार्थ सर्वशः
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते
तं तथैव भजाम्यहम्
तंस्तथैव भजाम्यहम्
मम वर्तमानो वर्तन्ते
मम वर्तमानो वर्तन्ते
मनुष्य पार्थ सर्वशः.
मनुष्य पार्थ सर्वशः.
So, Mataji, you want to try? You want to try somebody reciting? Yes, go ahead, Mataji. Lata Mataji, go ahead.
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तंस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्तमानो वर्तन्ते मम वर्तमानो वर्तन्ते मनुष्य पार्थ सर्वशः.
Sita Mataji, you want to try? You're muted, Mataji. Okay, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita 4.11. ये यथा मां प्रबन्धन्ते तास्त थेतु भजाम्यहं मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्य पार्थ सर्वशः.
Okay. So, you want to recite or shall we go ahead?
I think go ahead, Prabhuji.
Okay. So what we will do today, because this verse is very important, and we will discuss whatever we can do because we got limited time today, and we will continue next week, Prabhu, because there's a lot of things can be discussed on this matter, and this is a very, very important verse for us to progress in Krishna consciousness. If you want to progress in Krishna consciousness, this verse, we should always remember this verse, and then we can progress. Our progress will be, and Prabhupada also, I think in this purport only, Prabhupada is telling that our bhakti will shoot like anything. It will be going upward, never downward, if we follow this particular verse. So we will go word to word and understand, and then we will go to the translation. So ye, you can repeat, all of you. Ye, all who,
all who,
ye, all who, yatha,
yata,
as,
as,
everybody can repeat. You can unmute your mic. Yatha,
यथा
as,
mam,
मां
unto me,
unto me,
prapadyante, surrender,
surrender,
tan, them, tatha,
tada,
so, eva, certainly, bhajami, reward, aham, I, mama, my, vartama, path, anuvartante, follow, manushya, all men, partha, O son of Partha,
O son of Parth,
Sarvasha,
Sarvasha,
in all respect.
in all respects.
Translation: as all surrender unto me. Please repeat.
As all surrender unto me,
I reward them accordingly.
I reward them.
accordingly.
Everyone follows my path
Everyone follows
Everyone follows my path.
in all respects,
in all respects.
O son of Pratha.
O son of Pratha.
So there is purport by Z1 is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So quickly I'll just do quick Mangalacharan. Om Jnana Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katyam Dadanti Swagadambigam Vandeham Sri Jata Patakam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sagana Lalita Shri Shakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesh Gopika Kanta Sri Radha Kanta Namasute Tapta Kanchana
Gaurangira.
Shri Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Shri Hariya Vancha Kalpatarubaisha Kripa Sindhu Vaivcha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Vedivyas Priya Swami Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desharini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Sri Gaur Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Thank you very much, everybody, and welcome to our session. So the purport by these divines is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Everyone is searching for Krishna in the different aspect of his manifestations. So, everybody, how? Everybody is searching. Some people must be searching for money. Some people must be searching for something else. And some might be having different things like, for example, philanthropists. Philanthropists, they like to do some social work, make happy. And some natural people, they like to go into the woods, means in the forest, and they like to see all the scenery and everything like that. But all this thing, that's what Prabhupada is telling, aspect of his manifestation. Everything, whatever, if somebody is searching or whatever somebody is trying to do, it is all coming from Krishna. Krishna is the source of this material manifestation. So even if somebody, a naturalist, he will go to the woods in the forest, or he will go into the scenery, and he will see that is all the manifestation of Krishna. It is only just a spark of Krishna's manifestation. Krishna's manifestation is large. It's vast, that it cannot be measured. It cannot be limited. So this is what Prabhupada is first and foremost, he's trying to make us understand that whatever we are trying to do, actually it is indirectly we are serving Krishna. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is partially realized in his impersonal Brahma Jyoti, effulgence, and as the all-pervading super soul dwelling within everything, including the particles of atoms. So, but Krishna is fully realized only by his pure devotees. So all these things, whatever we do, Brahma Jyoti is still too far for us, for those people. But even if those people are looking, okay, they might want to, decorate their house beautifully with different pictures and different, plants and so many things. What is all else? It is all basically a minute part of Krishna's manifestation. And this is the Brahma Jyoti is still too far. So, but who can realize Krishna? Who can understand Krishna? It is only his pure devotees. And how we can become pure devotees? Prabhupada is in this verse also, Krishna is explaining also. And Prabhupada is further, he will be explaining, is that But Krishna is fully realized only by his pure devotees. Only by becoming a pure devotee of Krishna, we can realize him fully. Otherwise, we will remain only in this small thing about, talking about Krishna and, looking at this one is so beautiful, this one is so nice, this one is so nice, and all those things we call. And then we will say, oh, this one is not good, and this one is bad and good. We will be keeping on doing, and which is manifested in Krishna. We will only remain. Consequently, Krishna is the object of everyone's realization. So even indirectly, if you do it, Krishna is the main, of realization. And then, and thus anyone and everyone is satisfied according to one's desire to have him. So, so some people will say that, I want to eat this thing and that thing, and then once they've eaten, they can only get that much satisfaction. But again, next day they will be hungry, they cannot get full satisfaction of that. So even if nature, if somebody is going to the sea, or somebody is going to, on a hill station or somewhere like that, like, in Thailand, we have so many beaches beautifully, right? But we can only get little bit satisfaction only while we are there. And then again, we are back, and then we are lamenting for it. So there is no full satisfaction in that. So Krishna, then he's pure devotion. So satisfy according to one's desire to have him. In transcendental world also, Krishna reciprocates with his pure devotees in the transcendental attitude, just as the devotee wants him. So Krishna, means Krishna, whatever way we want, he reciprocates. Devotees, if the devotees wants that, okay, Krishna can be his friend, his master, his child, or his lover, all that is possible. Krishna can give all that. This is what in transcendental world it is going on there. So we can also have like that. But if somebody wants Krishna as his enemy, that also Krishna gives that. Krishna will award that one also. Like Kamsa. Kamsa was thinking of Krishna day and night. But what was his mood? Our mood and our attitude is very important. If our mood and attitude is according to, going against Krishna, then Krishna also, even that also he gives. That's why Krishna, when Krishna went to, when he was invited in Mathura, and he didn't spend a lot of time in killing Kamsa. He just dragged Kamsa straight away and killed him. He didn't fight so long with him. That was just to prove to us that Krishna is the supreme. Krishna is all powerful. He can vanquish that kind of body which Kamsa had. Did he kill Kamsa? No. Kamsa was there, but he was in a different form and different kind of attitude he had. Like, for example, Putana. Putana came when Krishna was only about 3 months old. Putana came as a beautiful woman, and everybody, Yasoda Maya and everybody in Vrindavan, they thought that, this Putana this must be the goddess of Lakshmi. She has come. And then she asked for Krishna to play with Krishna, and Yasoda Maya very happily gave her Krishna to play. But what was her desire? Her desire was to come to Krishna. But what she did, how did she try to please Krishna is by she wanted to feed Krishna. First and foremost thing, she wanted to go to feed Krishna with her own breast. That is a motherly. A mother can feed a child with her breast, from her breast. But unfortunately, she had put the poison on her breast. But Krishna, what did Krishna do that time? Krishna closed his eyes when she was putting Krishna to her breast. Krishna closed his eyes. Why he closed his eyes? Because he didn't want to see the dark side of what she was trying to do. So what she but ultimately what Krishna did, Krishna knows, Krishna is Antaryami, he's sitting in everybody's heart. So Krishna knew what she was going to do. So Krishna took her life air out of her, and Krishna promoted her in Vaikuntha, in Goloka Vrindavan, and there he gave her the position of a mother, because she came with that desire to feed Krishna. So Krishna is like this, that whatever step, if we take one step towards Krishna, Krishna takes 10 steps towards us. Yathamam prapadente. As we surrender to Krishna, Krishna will reward us accordingly. That's what Krishna himself is telling to here. And Krishna is not that, because only the devotees are surrendering to him. Of course, the one who surrenders is a devotee. But even others who are surrendering him indirectly, in so many different religions and so many different things, they are ultimately, it is a surrender to Krishna only. And Krishna, according to that, Krishna gives them that reward of that, the result of that. And then here Prabhupada is saying that in the translated world also, Krishna reciprocates with, so that we have already read, and the devotees, one devotee may want Krishna as supreme master, another as his personal friend, another as his son, and still another as his lover. Krishna rewards all the devotees equally according to their different intensities of love for him. Krishna is unlimited. Krishna is not limited. Krishna can be present here with you, and Krishna can present with another devotees together. There is no difference. And that's why Krishna could marry 18,108 wives he had when he was in Dwarka. He had 16,108 wives he had. And simultaneously he was present with all the queens. Narada Muni, when he came, he wanted to see. So Narada Muni went from one palace to another palace, and he saw that Krishna was present there, and he was performing different type of activities. One place, it was evening time, so he was coming back home, and he was, the queen with whom she was waiting for him to feed him and all those things. Another place he went, Narada Muni saw that Krishna was playing with his children. He had his children, and he had great-grandchildren. He was playing with them. Another place he went there, it was early morning, so he was even chanting Gayatri Mantra. Another place he went there, he saw different things that he was preparing to go to the assembly. And so many different, but Krishna was present with all the queens at the same time, and that we cannot do. And that makes him, Krishna, it has made him as a supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna killing Putana makes him the supreme personality of Godhead. A 3-month-old child cannot do anything. So that proves Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead, and he reciprocates to us according to our surrender to him. Then here, just as the Prabhupada says, one devotee wants him like that, and then Krishna rewards all the devotees equally according to their different intensities of their love for him. In the material world, the same reciprocation of feelings are there, and they are equally exchanged by Lord with different types of worshippers. So even in material world, here, say if somebody is trying to pray to Krishna for wealth, Krishna gives him wealth. Somebody is trying to pray Krishna for his health, Krishna can give. There is no, but his only thing is his surrender has to be there. Full surrender has to be there. Then he will get 100% result. But if it is halfway, and if somebody is like to, say that, oh Krishna, I wanted this much money, you are given, then now Krishna, you just sit in my, in my shelf, and he forgets him, then Krishna can take it back also. Krishna can withdraw that also. So our devotee, as a devotee doesn't desire, this devotee doesn't even desire to go to the effulgence of the Lord, which is Brahmajyoti. Devotee thinks going to Brahmajyoti is like a suicide, committing suicide. Devotee doesn't want that. Devotee, what the devotee wants is, one time Narad Muni went to Krishna, and Narad Muni asked, my dear Lord, how can I serve you? Narad Muni, Krishna said, please go to my pure devotee and get the dust of his lotus feet because I've got headache. And if the dust of only the dust of the pure devotees, if they put on my headache will go. Of course, Krishna doesn't get headache, but this was just Krishna was trying to prove. What was he trying to prove? Then Narad Muni, he went to various devotees, he went to Brahmanas, he went to this one. Everybody said, no, we cannot give the dust of our lotus feet. Oh, then we will go in hell. We will be going in a hellish condition, So, because when we touch the feet of a pure devotee, he can take all our karmas, bad karma, and he will have to suffer for that, So when then finally he went, everybody said no, and Krishna, Narada Muni was very much disappointed. Then he goes to Vrindavan, Vraja. There also he asked so many devotees, everybody say no. Finally, he went to the gopis, the dearmost devotees, the topmost devotee of Krishna's. And he went to these gopis, and he asked that Krishna has got headache. Can I get the dust of your lotus? The gopis said, take as much as you want to take. But Narad Muni says, but you will go to the hell. He said, we don't care. We don't care whether we go to the hell or heaven. We don't worry. We don't care. As long as Krishna is happy. So this is a surrender. This is the kind of a surrender a pure devotee has for Krishna. That they are not worried about their own personal bodily feature or bodily problems or anything like that. They only want is to satisfy Krishna. So this is what a kind of a surrender this verse can take us to. If we meditate on this particular Yathamam prapadante tamsa chevam pachamyam anumartana martanu, Krishna is saying to Arjuna that as one surrenders to me, I will fulfill their desire. I will reward them accordingly. And then Prabhupada further, let's see what's in the as for those who are impersonalists and who want to commit spiritual suicide by annihilating the individual existence of living entity, Krishna helps also by absorbing them in his effulgence. Krishna is very, very merciful. If Mayavadis and those impersonalists, our very common thing we can hear in India also, that when somebody dies, they say, oh, he has merged into the Panchabhuta. Panchabhuta means the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether. They say, and they say that, oh, he's gone into the effulgence. He has merged into the Lord. So even Krishna avoids that. But without Krishna's mercy, it is not even possible that impersonalists, if they want to merge into Krishna, it is also not. It is only by Krishna. And Krishna happily gives that. But what is the use of going into the effulgence? Because it's a dead place. It's kind of a dead place. There's nothing happening. There is no activities. But we ourselves as a spirit soul, we are always very active. We can't even sit at one place just like that. We always move here because we are active. The spirit soul is active. And then, so that's Prabhupada is considering that as I already to committing like suicide, and then into his effulgence, and then to accept eternal blissful personality of Godhead. Consequently, they cannot relish the blissful. Then Prabhupada is already explaining that they cannot relish there anything, because everybody, we want the bliss in our life. We want to be happy, and there is nothing happening. Having extinguished their individual, some of them who are not firmly situated even in the impersonal existence return to the material field to exhibit their dormant desire for activity. So what happens? Even going to the effulgence, spiritual effulgence, the effulgence of Krishna, Brahma Jyotir, we get bored and then we again come back to this material world. Then again we start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We start from step 1. We have to go into the womb of a mother, live in the mother's womb for 9 months, suffer in 9 months, then take birth, and as soon as we take birth, tap, one slap on our face, Then again, same thing. Punar charvasa charvanam, we are chewing the chewed again and again and again, coming in this material world for many, many births, or at least we can say that 8.4 million species we have taken the birth, from different mother, different bodies and different. Finally, we have got this rare human birth. And after returning from Jyoti, Brahma Jyoti, it is not guaranteed that we will get this human form of birth. We can get a birth as a cockroach, or we might get a birth as a dog or cat, or any worm in a stool, we can get. So it is not guaranteed. So when we are in this human form of life, we can understand, this rare human form of life, we can understand and come that our goal is only to satisfy Krishna. Is only saying Krishna's service, surrendering him. Ye athamam prapadate means 100%. When we surrender 100% to Krishna, then Krishna will take care of us. Then we don't have to worry about anything. He will. Then the Prabhupada is saying that they are
Sorry,
not.
Prabhuji, can we have a 5
Yes.
minute question now? It's
5 minutes. It's
40.
40. Oh, we have to finish at 45. Sorry, Prabhu. Yes. Okay. So what we will do is we will stop here, and then we will continue this next week, because this is a very deep matter. So yes, you're right. Anybody has any questions or